Labas, kaip sekasi?
Sveiki visi, mes čia su Niraj Naik ir SOMOS įkūrėju ir pradedame nuostabų interviu, kuris atneš daug atsakymų į tavo klausimus. I would like to say hello first of all in Lithuanian and as is really interesting. Tai labo diena, sveiki, sveikinuosi su visais šiandieną neįprastu laiku, tai yra vidury dienos, mes turime tokį nuostabų svečią kaip Niraj Naik ir šiandieną mes kalbėsime truputėlį lietuviškai, truputėlį angliškai, bet kadangi visiškai neseniai, vos praeitą savaitę mes paleidome naują produktą, kas yra SOMA ir kartu su NAUDA Tau komanda sukurtas lietuviškas SOMA kvėpavimo versija. Šiandieną mes norim pakalbinti Niraj Naik, tai yra SOMOS įkūrėja, kuris trumpai pasakys, kaip prasidėjo jo asmeninė istorija ir kodėl verta kvėpuoti ritmingai ir ką tai gali atnešti į tavo gyvenimą, kiekvienos dienos gyvenimą. So, thank you, Niraj, for being here with us, first of all, in this journey with Leonora Be You and also with all Lithuanian community.
Yes.
You were in Lithuania this summer.
I was. Yeah.
How was the experience for you?
It was amazing. What an experience. The video that we did was incredible. Yeah.
And people still talking about it. Yeah. So I think we definitely gonna come back at some point.
Oh yeah, 100%. But we're gonna do more of those.
Definitely.
Yes.
And actually I heard that we're gonna do something in Ibizos soon, yeah?
Very soon. And actually we have the date.
Yeah? Can you share with us?
18th of May.
18th of May.
Yeah,
we have
18th and 19th.
18th, 19th, we have SOMA festival in Ibizos.
We have the best venue in Ibiza.
Wonderful. So if someone, kas nors, kas bus Ibizoje gegužės mėnesį, būtinai rašykite mum, mes papasakosim daugiau, kas vyksta Ibizoje kartu su Niraju ir manimi ir visa mūsų komanda. Okay, so I'm here with you today because we just launched a SOMA Lithuanian version.
Yes.
And people love it and they ask more about it. And of course, not everybody yet, feel comfortable about English language. So we want to make it comfortable. We want to make it reachable for Lithuanians as well.
Sure.
But you are that imprint in this beautiful, amazing music and the structures, how to breathe rhythmically. So I would like to hear a little bit, to ask you, how did you came up with this? What was your journey? Shortly, I know that you had very strong issues with your health.
Yeah, I'll try and make it as simple as possible, but I can go on for a long time. But yeah, it's based on my own healing journey. I was a pharmacist and I tried all the medicines when I got very sick with this autoimmune disease. Nothing worked. I was going to have my colon removed. And in the end, luckily, I discovered these breathing techniques from pranayama. And just with a bit of being creative and adding my music passion to it, I ended up creating a methodology, which at first it helped me heal, but it's helped now since thousands of people do the same. So it's been incredible, but it really is based on stuff that's thousands of years old. And now the modern science is really catching up with what we already knew in these ancient times, yeah.
Very interesting. So how long, for example, you really was looking for to get out from your disease, not one way. I know that you tried all kind of medicaments and things like that. But for example, when you came out with this breathing technique, how long did it take for you to really heal your body?
It took a few months. It's not just the breathing alone, but the breathing was the catalyst. It helps you control your stress levels and it helps you go into these deep states where you can speak to your unconscious mind, which is where the healing happens, right? So for that is very immediate. You can get effects of the breath within a few minutes. You can feel less stress. But the complete healing experience was within around 4 months. But I had a whole holistic approach. It was going to Ayurveda, going to traditional yoga, pranayama, and then I developed my own system based on that. Because the problem with it is that it's so old that people have forgotten a lot of the real principles of what makes it work. So I've tried to bring that back, you know, a scientific way, but also with cool music.
Exactly. So I'm gonna tell that in Lithuanian. So Niražas ką atnešė į šių dienų mūsų kokybės gyvenime, kad mes galim klausyti fantastišką muziką ir kartu su pranajamos, tai yra viena iš seniausių technologijų, kvėpavimo technologijų mūsų žmogaus istorijoje, kuri yra skaičiuojama su įrašytu balsu, gali atnešti tau tokią ramybę ir aišku tą gylį, ką Niražas ir sakė, santykėje pasąmonės su sąmonė. Vadinasi, kūnas pradeda atsipalaiduoti ir pradeda paleidinėti stresą ir aišku, kūnas pradeda greičiau gydytis. Dėl to mes turim tokią galimybę, klausydami fantastišką muziką, klausydami ritmingą vedimą, kaip tu gali kvėpuoti ir leisdamiesi į mano balsu įrašytą meditaciją, jūs galite sujungti didžiulę patirtį per 10 minučių arba daugiau. So my question would be about how many times a week, a day or whatever you recommend for people, because many people are so busy and someone doesn't want even to start because they say, well, I'm so busy, I will start one time and then I will forget, or maybe 5 minutes is too little. So what do you say about that?
Yeah, so we made these like daily doses. So I say, if you want to get all the benefits from our core breathing technique, which gives you more energy, it helps you with your stress levels, makes you feel more alive and vital. In just 20 minutes, I've made this session, which you can do every morning. And in just 20 minutes, you can get like an amazing experience. Yeah.
So daily doses is one of the recommendable things.
But the really long, full power, the kind of stuff that you're doing, like which are like an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours long sometimes. They're not something you're going to do every day, obviously, but they're like ceremonies. These are like psychedelic experiences that you can create from the breath. But it's completely different techniques. So we have techniques that you can do every day, you know, daily doses, and other kind of, it's like a pharmacy. If you think anything you go to a pharmacy for, there's a breathing technique for. So we show you all the different breathing techniques. But then we also have these very long ceremonies which are like epic.
Which takes on another level.
And you need to be guided by the right person to do that. Absolutely. That's why we train instructors to do it.
Yeah. This is one of us. Tiesą sakant, taip kaip aš ir susitikau, this is how I met you, kaip aš susitikau Niraj, būtent išgirdus apie SOMA kvėpavimą, aš atsidūriau jo mokymuose ir mes tapom kolegos ir draugai ir bendradarbiai. Ir būtent dabar mes sukūrėme kartu su Daugiau, Be You ir SOMA, sukūrėm lietuvišką produktą, kuris yra skirtas nuo 10 minučių, 20 minučių, 30 minučių ir kaip Niražas sakė, iki valandos fantastiškų kelionių, kurias jūs galite įsigyti jau online. Ir šią savaitę iki 31 dienos mes turime 50% nuolaidą kiekvienam prisijungusiam ir išdrįsusiam pasinaudoti šią galimybę ir pasidovanoti savo dovaną visam gyvenimui, kuris aktyvuos tau fantastiškas sąmonės galimybės. Okay, so do we have a few minutes more? So it's like, what would you like to wish for our community, to the people who are getting to know SOMA, who are into their journey already deeply?
So one of the interesting things is about the connection between Lithuania language and Sanskrit, and the story of SOMA itself. Why do we call it SOMA? So SOMA comes from this ancient Vedic legend of this substance that these rishis, these gods, would consume. And they would use this substance to get into divine ecstatic states and live forever. They had an immortality, you know, and things like that. So the problem was that the SOMA runs out at some point, and they all freak out because they're all addicted to the SOMA. The SOMA is what gives them their everlasting life. So they have to find a way to create the SOMA from within, and that is where the origins of everything comes from. Tantric yoga, breath work, pranayama, meditation, everything comes from this quest to create the SOMA within, which is this bliss from within. But nowadays, if you look, there's so many different types of SOMA out there, different types of SOMA like that we use. We use pharmaceutical drugs, we use the media, TV, advertising, all these different distractions and ways to get bliss, but they're all external and we become dependent on them. We get addicted to them. So to break the addiction, I'm teaching people again how to go inwards. But in Lithuania, there's probably a lot of tradition, a lot of things culturally that you have, which is similar to what we have in India from the Vedic lineage. And so, you know, my message would be like, it would be good for you to explore something like I have done with my own, you know, Indian tradition, for you to explore your own Lithuanian practices. I'm sure there's lots of mystical, amazing, fantastical and very beneficial practices there. Yeah.
And it's true, but for example, if we're going this whole story about SOMA, it really inspires for us to look the SOMA within, and really gives a lot of hope to understand that nothing is outside, it's everything within, and we are just here to remind each other that we are that, you have this, I have that. So what would be for you a short note for everyone, like why SOMA and what is the difference between this breath technique and other ones? Because so much breathing techniques. Why is that? What you can
well, the thing with SOMA breath is that it's a whole pharmacy. It's a complete system. You know, many other schools out there, there's lots of good ones, but many other schools out there, they just focus on one technique. So if you want to go to somewhere where you learn everything, you learn a whole science behind it. We have like the top institutions like Cambridge University studying us, and you have all this amazing music behind it, and the community. We have this amazing community, a lot of support with you know, all the people that we have working behind the scenes. Then there's nowhere better than SOMA breath. This is where it's at, you know. Yeah.
You're really you sound very convincing.
Yeah, exactly.
Dėkodama Niražui, aš noriu tiesiog pridurti, kad iš tikrųjų yra tokia nuostabi galimybė, kad į Lietuvos bendruomenę ir kartu su NAUDA Be You SOMA gali atkeliauti tiek į Lietuvą gyvai. Aš tikiu, kad mes vasarą dar pasirodysim kartu. Taip pat Ibizoje gegužės mėnesį darysim kartu didžiulį renginį. Taip, kad informaciją sekim ir sužinosim daugiau, bet kas gera ir nuostabu, tai kad tavo namuose gali skambėti SOMA produsuojama muzika, tai yra Niražas su visais instrumentais ir muzikantais, ką jis daro gyvai savo studijoje Ibizoje, sukuria fantastišką muziką per skirtingas, sakykime, ritmus, kurie atneša tau galimybę pasinerti į labai skirtingas sąmonės vibracijas. Tai yra gydoma vibracija, tai yra manifestuojama vibracija, kuri tau padės sukurti savo naujus planus, ir aišku ta, kuri atpalaiduoja ir grąžina tave į dar didesnę ir platesnę išplėstą sąmonės būseną. Visą tai jau gali išbandyti mūsų SOMA kvėpavimo kurse online, kuris jau pasirodė, ir aš tikiu, kad yra nuoroda viršuje. Galite ją paspausti tiek Instagramoje, tiek Facebook'e ir prisijungti pasinaudojant nuolaidas 50% iki 31 dienos sausio mėnesio. Thank you, Niraj, for your presence here. I do believe that our community gonna see you in Ibiza and Lithuania and whatever the life is gonna take us. I'm really, really grateful for SOMA and appreciating this tool.
We're grateful for you and you're all this amazing Lithuanian family. Yes.
So to be continued, and let's have a wonderful journey ahead.
Awesome. Let's do it.
Thank you.